Yo, Tyson versus Jack Paul was a joke. I mean, in all honesty, we knew it was going to be from the start. A 58-year-old versus a 27-year-old. I mean, that's just basic trigonometry quantum physics, man. You don't have to be Neil deGrasse Mike Tyson to know how that was going to turn out. And it turned out exactly as anybody would have thought. Almost anybody. Some people actually thought Mike Tyson was going to knock out Jake Paul. Like, come on. So Tyson did have a little bit of energy early on in the fight. And then it was just totally showing his age, gassing out, and just being unable to do anything. With his age obviously being a huge factor in this fight. We all knew how this was going to go. Yet, we all still watched it. Didn't we? We all still watched it. Or at least some of you were trying to watch it with all the constant buffering issues on Netflix. There was literally a point in this fight where Tyson was shaking after getting rocked real bad by Jack. He was shaking like an old man, his knees were giving out, and he was completely disorientated. If Jack Paul was just to tap Tyson at that point, Tyson would have just fallen over. But Jack didn't. He held back. As he did for the whole fight, basically, after the early stages, like I said, when Tyson had a bit of like, some gusto in him. Jack just played this along all the way to the end. Jack Paul was dragging this out all the way to the end. And at any point after after round 2, if Jake was just to throw some hands and just go a little crazy, he probably would have just knocked Tyson over. He would have dropped the old man. And in the very last 10 seconds of the fight, we got Jack Paul showing some respect to the legendary boxer. Mike Tyson had the chance to have the greatest moment in sports history right there. Imagine, like while Jack was doing that whole bow thing and Mike Tyson just went whack. Just one of those leap punches he does. Whack! That actually would have made watching the whole thing completely worth it if he did that. Breaking, Jake Paul has challenged Jimmy Carter, age 100, to a boxing match after beating Mike Tyson. There's a lot of memes like that going around where he's calling out like Biden and all these old people. Jake Paul defeats Mike Tyson, the Mike Tyson in question. And it's this slow snail coming out. Mad disrespectful, but it is true. It's true. Tyson was just really slow and really, I hate to say it, but he was just really old. Mike Tyson could have just sailed into the sunset as this legendary boxer he is, and he just had to ruin his legacy just a tiny bit, just a little bit by doing this. But Mike literally does not care about legacy at all anymore, if he ever did.
Well, I don't know. I don't believe in the word legacy. I just think that's another word for ego. Legacy doesn't mean nothing. That's just some word everybody grabbed onto. Someone said that word and everyone grabbed on the word, so now it's used every 5 seconds. It means absolutely nothing to me. I'm just passing through. I'm going to die, and it's going to be over. Who cares about legacy after that?
And to be fair, it's his life and his decisions. He wants to make some money. Let him do what he wants. Can you really blame him? And I'm just going to say, man, boxing has turned into a joke. I'm just going to say it. It's a joke. It's become a circus. Everything around the fight is the main event. Everything around the fight, the build up, the influencer numbers and how many followers they have, all that has become the attraction. And the fights themselves are boring as hell. It's all about MMA now. It's all about the UFC now. Delivering the best fights and the craziest matchups. It's all about the UFC. Tyson, you made your money. Ride off into the sunset, bro. Just ride off. No more fights, please. Please, no more fights. Jack Paul, grow up. If you want to continue fighting seniors, grow up. Then you'd be fighting people your own age for once, all right? All right, I'm out.